Hi everyone, welcome back to Essy Cooks. In this video, we're going to be making another delicious creamy tahini dressing, which just so happens to be totally dairy-free and vegan. And honestly, this is one of my favorite tahini dressings that I have made in a while. This one has really a delicious chipotle flavor to it, which is so good on any kind of Mexican bowl or tacos or burritos or wherever you want. It is so good. And what I did was I ended up making this on taco salad jars, just like a mason jar meal prep, and it was one of my absolute favorites in a while. So I hope you love this one too. If you love chipotle and tahini, you're going to be obsessed with this dressing. So the first thing we're going to grab is our tahini. Now in this video, I'm actually making a double batch, which is going to serve 8 people, but I'm going to give you the measurements for a single batch, which is just going to serve 4 people. So keep that in mind. Okay, so that's 1/3 cup of tahini. That's going to serve 4 people, and then 2 tablespoons of lime juice. If you have fresh lime juice, amazing. Of course, fresh is always going to taste better. I didn't have any, so I just used it from the bottle. Still tasted amazing. And then 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. You could sub in agave or honey. So 1 tablespoon of sweetener in there as well, which is really going to enhance the flavor of this because tahini has a little bit of a bitter flavor to it. Okay, now 1 clove of garlic minced. Didn't have that, so I just used a little dash of garlic powder, and then 1 teaspoon of chili powder. This is going to add a really nice flavor and really nice color to it as well. The star of the show, of course, though, is going to be our chipotle peppers. Now, any good dressing is going to need salt and pepper, so do that to taste. I would recommend tasting your dressings anytime you make them because everybody kind of has a different salt and pepper preference. If there's not enough salt, you are going to taste it. If it tastes like it's almost missing something, it could just be salt. Salt does really enhance the flavor of your food, but you also do not want to overdo it, so careful with the salt and pepper. And then next is the star of the show, which is our chipotle peppers. So you can buy chipotle peppers in adobo sauce. That's what you're going to want for this. They come in a little can, a little jar. I'm going to put one up above so you can see the one that I've purchased, and we're going to add that right into the dressing. So 1 to 2 chipotle peppers, depending on the preference of your spice level. And then we are going to be actually blending this dressing because that's going to make it extra creamy and delicious. But tahini can be quite thick, so we are going to want to add a little bit of water. So start with 1 tablespoon of water and go from there, because once it's too thin, you're going to have to add more tahini to it and you can mess with the flavor. So just add the water slow and steady as you're blending it. I'm blending it up here with an immersion blender, but you can use any blender that you have, but definitely blend it because that is going to blend in the chipotle pepper. It's going to make it smooth. It's going to make it creamy. Look how thick and delicious that is. Yum. I did want it a tiny bit thinner, so like I said, just watch it and see the consistency that you want. I mean, you can even use this as a dip, so in that case you would want it extra thick. Keep blending until you have it perfect. Now taste it. If you need, add a little more salt, add a little more pepper. Careful when you're adding those things because you can always add, but you can't take away. And look at how creamy and thick and delicious, and it's smoky and spicy. And honestly, this is one of my new favorite dressings. My husband agreed with that sentiment, and look how good it looks on these bowls. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more dressing recipes like this or more dairy-free vegan recipes, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button below.